Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 9, NASDAQ off 5, S&P's off 7.5, gold contract down $13.80, trading at $1,230 an ounce. Silver off 20 cents at $19.90 an ounce. Copper down a penny at $3.31 a pound. Light sweet crude off 35 cents, trading at $97.13 a barrel. Bonds up 18 ticks at 129.30. King dollar down 16 ticks at 80.21. The euro is flat at 137, and the yen is down 38, trading at 102.63. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get a cash S&P out here, laying out here at 1780. The lower swing point, folks, from last week is 1772. Now, we're going to make a run for that. You have the Fed meeting started today. Announcement 12:30 tomorrow. Bottom line, the whole world's worrying about, well, I don't know if they're worrying about it, but bottom line, is it going to be a taper? Is it not going to be a taper? I suspect there's not going to be a taper, but you're going to see language in there probably that it's getting closer. The reason I'm saying not a taper is that Bernanke said flat out inside the Fed minutes he wants the unemployment rate to be down much further, and after the unemployment rate is down further, they were thinking of doing it another 3 or 4 months, maybe even 6 months after that area. Bottom line, this market is nervous right now, and I suspect we have a small ABC structure on the way down. The B point on this ABC structure on the way down is 1772. We go to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow. This is what you have with the Dow. The Dow sideways move, really. Dow sideways move. We're at 15,875. High was generated 16,174. We're not in the lower range yet. The lower range for the Dow would be that 15,709. NASDAQ composite. The composite flat market out here today, down $5, really a flat market. That also wants to make a run for the lower swing point. You know, we'll see how it gets into that. That's 39.93. If we go to the SPY, the SPY, you take a look at that SPY. What you have with the SPY is this. She did 84 million shares today. She's hanging out at 178. The swing point's 177.76. And what gets interesting with the SPY is that, you know, it's even if it jumps the creek, it's not going to be a big jump, but if the SPY jumps 2 points in the morning, that'll get the market going. Gold contract. Let's go take a look at gold. Now, gold and silver, folks, both of them. Okay, so let's do gold first. Gold's at 1230. The benchmark that I'd like to see it stay over, however, is 1231.60. And what that is, it pulled back with lighter volume today, but I want to see that number hold. And in silver, this is what you have in silver, and this is what's going to get pretty wild, because silver is under it by 1 penny also, actually 2 pennies right now. And the number in silver that I want to see this baby hold, and what this is, it's the high of June 28th. That's the number. That's the benchmark. And in silver, that number, oh, that's good. Silver's over it. See, silver's stronger. Silver, that number there in silver is at 1961, and silver is trading out there at 1989. Divergence, yeah, we get divergence out here. And check out what it is, because we're going to have a nice volatile day out here tomorrow. The King dollar, you know, is at 80.20. And it looks to me like King dollar wants to get down to this 79.35 level. It's having a tough time holding up at this higher price. So this announcement tomorrow morning, where the divergence comes in for me, is this, is that the market wants to go lower, the dollar wants to go lower, and it looks like gold wants to go higher. And with that, let's go to our man, Dave from Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a very good day. How about yourself?
Yes, sir. Totally.
Hey, I got to challenge you, Tom. I've got to challenge you, man.
I know.
I called about natural gas, but I as you know, I take your gold report, right?
Yes.
And I was reading it just a few minutes ago when it came out. And Tom, let me just challenge you, please.
No, I'm elated because you know what's so crazy? Even when I wrote it in there, you know that, I mean, go ahead. Let's do this. This is good.
This is what I'm seeing. Let's go to the dollar, right?
Yes, no, it's $1 for sure.
It makes a doji on October 25th on very light volume, 11,604. Makes a run to November 7th with a high of 81.56.
Yes.
On, check this, Tom, 42,924 contracts according to Thinkorswim.
That's right.
At that point in time, it makes these little small body candles all the way down. We have one day where there was some selling pressure on December 5th with 33,705. The selling dries up on December 11th and with about 21,954. Then we have a day of strength with 28,609. Goes slightly higher, gives it up, and comes back yesterday on 14,878 contracts, and again today on 12,000.
What, even lighter? No, listen,
even lighter. Why is this thing going to 79.35? I'm saying this thing's going higher.
You know what? I put it in there because when I'm looking at it, I'm saying to myself, you know what? I just think it is, and this is why. What markets like to do is, be deviant, okay? So it's had the strength on the way up. It doesn't mean that it has to go break that bottom, but the way this is set up. So when we went from 81.73 on November 7th and November 8th, down to that level of, last week, of 79.97, it's like, man, you know what? This thing just wants to leg down and spike that low. That's kind of where my head is at. Now, that's in a short-term deal, Dave. I know it's coming back in light of volume and all of the above, but the way it's set up, and particularly the way that the gold contract is trying to hold that 1231.60. But I loved it when I knew you were on the air, and I'm saying the dollar's going to go down. I knew the next conversation, man.
You and I live in the same town. I'll bet you a steak dinner, man, because I see it the other way around. I see the dollar going higher, and I see gold spiking down. I see gold wanting to finish its ABCD down at around 11.78, and that'll be the last bottom, and that's when it's going to take off.
Okay, well, we got a steak dinner. We'll do a steak dinner at, let's see, Salt Rock. Sounds good. Get you a Salt Rock.
Works for me, man. Works for me because I'm convinced that the gold, I don't know, I can't. I don't want to take up too much airtime here, but I'm convinced more and more as the day goes on, or the days rather go on, that gold wants to finish this large ABCD down, which is beautiful, Tom. I mean, the D point is right at 11.77, 11.78. We're coming right into that day of strength, and I really think that's going to be the bottom for a while to come. And I think we're going to make some real cabbage trade in gold here in the very, very not too distant future.
Listen, man, I agree. I agree. The divergence between both of those contracts right now, for me, is problematic. And what you also have out here, folks, is this. There's something wrong with a few of these gold stocks. Like, you see I put this in here with Gold Corp, Dave, okay? It's like, hold it. What is wrong with Gold Corp? Gold Corp, folks, okay, is under all these lows. It's like it's a 21.28. And that's well, fundamentally, it looks like a good stock. But the bottom line is that, guess what? If Gold Corp wants to go test its 2008 lows, when I look at that, I'm saying to myself, man, are they going to really hammer this thing down to $13.80? It's like, the 17 was there, and that's pulling back with light of oil. I mean, it's just like, is it not done yet? So we'll see.
Well, let me ask you something. Isn't Gold Corp a South African corporation?
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
No.
I was thinking maybe it might be geopolitical pressure with the uncertainty.
No, this is what happens. Gold Corp, they have a mine in Red Lake, and when they first just had the mine in Red Lake, okay, they were in great shape. Then they bought Glamis Gold in 2004, and Glamis has a place in Mexico, and that was more expensive, okay. And now one of the Tigers are telling me that one of their problems is Cerro Negro in Argentina. There's something wrong with it. That's the bottom line. So, and what happens, folks, is that if Gold Corp goes, it's going to take the XAU and the HUI because Gold Corp is the largest weighting in both of those indices. Okay, so we'll find out who's going to eat the cow.
Absolutely.
Who's going to pay for the cow?
Gas when you get back?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You stay. What's going to happen, I'm going to take on, man, Mr. Basil Chapman, but you stay right there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We'll come right back, folks.